Hey everyone, Kashaira here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to give you a tour of the 5 minutes a day planner and give you a couple of quick tips on how to build your planning habit and get into the habit of planning on a regular basis. So if you want to see this planner and also hear my tips, make sure you continue to watch. But of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. So I want to first start off by letting you know that this planner was gifted to me by the company who sells it on Amazon. However, I am not being compensated for this video. I am not being compensated for an opinion. This was just one of those things where they said, hey, we'll send it to you free. And if you like it, share it. If you don't worry about it. So I am sharing it with you, and I will have the link to it in my description box. And I did just check. This planner is 50% off for Cyber Monday. Right now, it is on sale for $8.98. I right now will tell you that this is going to make a great stocking stuffer, a really great gift, especially if you're thinking about gifts to get like people and maybe in your workplace, some business friends, or you have some friends that are looking to kickstart their productivity journey. This will be a really great gift to get for them that won't break the bank. And of course, it'll be a great gift for yourself. So I will have that link down below. The regular price is about $17. So if you see this video outside of Cyber Monday 2022, just know that that is going to be the price range. So again, this is called the 5 minutes a day planner. This is A5 size. So if you're familiar with A5 size, which is basically the size I was using in all of my planner videos up until this past summer. If you look at my Her Planner videos list, it's A5 size. It's a tad bit smaller than half letter. So to me, that means it's pocketbook friendly. It'll fit in, your tote bags, your tote style purses, backpacks, things of that nature. And I don't know if you can sell pretty, about this, it's like a little bit longer than the size of my hand. So not too big, but also not too small. And it has this really cute decal here that actually moves around. It slides, which is really, really cute. But let's go ahead and open it up. So this planner is very much what it sounds like. It is a 5 minutes a day planner, which will allow you to plan within 5 minutes a day. So it does come with 2 sticker sheets. I really love this all-inclusive holiday sticker sheet. So you're able to dive in as soon as you get it with your decorations. And then we have some of our more traditional planner productivity stickers. You guys know I'm a fan of stickers like this because I tell you, you can rename or relabel sections on your planner inserts all the time. If you don't necessarily find yourself using a section, you can always rename it. We have some icon stickers down here. So when we get into the planner, like most planners do, they start off with a who does this planner belong to section. And let me just call out, there is a bookmark here. This planner comes in 3 other colors besides this one. I don't know if the colors of the bookmarks change at all. I just want to give you that heads up that it does come in additional colors. And then it starts off with what I like to call the reflection section. So this is going to be something that I highly recommend you do. And when you think about building up your planning habit, sitting down and reflecting on some of these questions will very much help you with being committed and staying consistent to it, right? So for me, I struggle with maintaining consistency around things when I don't have a real reason for doing it. If I struggle with that kind of follow the crowd mentality. And we've all kind of fell into doing something because somebody else is doing it, but that is just hard to maintain. And it's hard for me to maintain that for even a day or so. So it's important for me to get connected with my why. So when we start to think about the things we're most passionate about, we're most grateful for, some of our core values, this is going to help you with really drilling down on why a productivity system, a planning system is going to be important for you. You have a couple more reflection questions here. I'm a huge fan of manifestation, so I love that they're asking you what does a successful life and a perfect day look like. And then you have space to create a vision board, and I love all things digital, but at the same time, I really think that there is some beauty to having a physical vision board, to either printing things out and then cutting it down, or grabbing old magazines and making a vision board. I've made several vision boards within my planners in the past. I even recently made a digital vision board and then printed it out, laminated it, and put it inside my planner so that I'm able to just have that physical representation outside of my phone or tablet. So you have that space in here. And then we get straight into your goal setting. So this section is asking you to just outline your goals that are going to be 12 months from now. And I firmly believe you can start planning anytime. You do not need to wait until January to start your planning journey. If you order this or something similar on Amazon, you'll have it within 2 days. You can start now. Start with December. I find that sometimes waiting for those arbitrary dates is kind of like almost this self-gratification system, but that gratification feeling just like never really comes, and that's part of why we burn out so quickly on trying to start new habits around the new year. So start as soon as you get it, and really just saying, instead of saying, where do I want to be when 2023 ends, it's just literally physically, where do I want to be 12 months from today, whatever today is, and being very specific, right? So instead of saying being financially stable, it's how much do you want to have in your savings account? How much do you want to have available to you through credit lines? How much debt do you want to have paid down? Like really having that crystal clear, specific vision of your goals. And then here you have space to map out your strategy, right? How are we going to get there? What are the skills and habits you need? What are the bad habits you need to break? And who are the folks you need to spend more time with that'll help to amplify you, and who needs to be kicked to the curb? Okay, these are all so important. If you listen to my podcast, Her Morning Coffee Podcast, I literally talked about this. If you want to listen to the episode, it's episode 200. It's a listener Q&A, and I was talking about, no, it's not. It's episode 201. Episode 200 is at episode 2, but episode 201, I was talking about the things that I do to wrap up year end in my small business, and one of those is really assessing my social circles. So episode 201 of Her Morning Coffee Podcast, available on all platforms. And then we get into our planning section. Okay, so this is an undated planner. Again, you do not have to wait until January 2023 to start planning. You can start planning as soon as you get this. So you are able to write in the dates. This also helps because I'm going to be honest, sometimes starting the planning journey can be difficult, and there are going to be times when you fall off. Even the most serious of planners will have months where we just the month just goes by and we haven't planned nothing. This is why I love Undated, because you're able to pick up right where you left off. You don't have to get rid of the whole planner. So now that I'm about to show you the actual planning portion, I want to just give you some quick tips, okay? So in terms of where to get started with planning, I actually do recommend going simplistic like this first. I was someone who jumped headfirst into all of the fancy planner things because I decided to gift myself a Louis Vuitton planner cover for my 30th birthday and didn't know that meant I needed to buy the inserts, and I kind of just fell into just buying all of the things, and that can be really expensive, and buying all of the things unfortunately won't strengthen the habit. So I would actually start simplistic and just kind of build up from there, because you may be a very simplistic planner. They call it more so like functional plan. You may be a decorative planner like me. You may have different things that you like to do, but you want to just try to start as simplistic as you can, because it's going to not only cost you and frustrate you, but it'll also make the act of having a plan take up even more times, right? So right now I have to curate time to plan, because I'm using undated monthly and weekly inserts. I'm doing stickers. I'm doing other types of inserts. I'm doing to-do lists and all these other types of things. So I probably spend at least an hour a week just getting myself together for planning. And so if you're struggling to build a habit around planning, committing that time on top of actually having the plan and then follow through with it is just going to stress you out. So start simple. If you want to do stickers, start with simple stickers, start with a simple layout. do your monthly first. So with your monthly, some of the things you want to think about here, just some important events you have coming up. Like right now, it is holiday party season, it's gala season. So if you have things coming up, obviously birthdays, holiday functions, maybe you have family plans, any holidays you observe, birthdays, anniversaries, and just in like really, really important reminders that you need to know in the beginning. Maybe you have certain bills coming out or certain things going on where it'll be in your weekly layout, but you need to see it in the monthly as well. So that's what you want to jot down here. And then I like to use the notes section for the things that I just need to keep in mind as I'm thinking about the month that may not have a due date or official date associated with it, but something I may need to think about. So like, for example, for December, obviously somewhere in here I want to finalize my 2023 planning, but I may not necessarily have a date of when that's going to happen yet, because I need to see where all of my current projects shape up and where things land. So I'll just kind of use the notes section for there. Then in the bottom half of this insert, you have your monthly goals. So you're able to now jot down the goals for the month, and you should 100% be revisiting the prior page around your 1 year goals, because your monthly goals should connect and get you closer to achieving the goals you put here. And I love that this planner asks you what's the reward you're going to indulge in if this thing is achieved. And I really want you to be creative and have fun with this. This does not always have to be something you buy. It doesn't have to always be, a purse or something like that. It could be something as simple as just a day off. It could be, spending extra time binge watching Netflix. It could be finally taking the time to do something you've really been wanting to do. I don't know, you guys. Do you have different things that you like, but it needs to be something that you really love and adore, that could be a reward for you. And then from there, then it gives you a section to do some reflecting. So what were your wins for the month? How will you improve next month? And even something else to put in here is, was there anything from this month that you wanted to achieve that you didn't, that still needs to be done, right? So that needs to move over into the next month. So I love that they have a section for reflection in here. In my current planner system, this is a whole separate insert. Again, there's just more stuff I need to do. So you're able to now come back into it. Then from there, you get into your weekly, and the planner basically begins to look the same here on out. So you get a week on 2 view, and it is a Sunday through Saturday layout. So calling that out, and it just looks like that for the rest of the month, just to give you a quick sneak peek. And then from there, you get ready to plan for the next month. So you see it is updated, and you're able to just go in here and kind of kick off wherever you left off. So this is where the 5 minutes a day theme comes into play, because planning for your day should literally, in this planner, take 5 minutes. It is asking you 3 very simple questions. What are the goals for today? What's the schedule? And what are the priorities? Again, when you're trying to build a planning habit, simplistic is best. You start to train your brain to get into the habit of doing this every day or every week or whatever your cadence will be, and it just becomes a natural part of you. Like those people who just get up naturally and go to the gym at 5 a.m., they've been doing it for months, they've been doing it for years. It's just, it don't matter the weather, where they are. It's just as natural to them as brushing their teeth. That's because they built it as a habit. So right now, maybe thinking, well, 5 minutes a day, is that really going to build the habit? It absolutely will. And at some point, if you decide you want to do more in-depth planning, you already have the habit of planning. You're just changing the way that it is delivered. Okay. So this is the best way to start this. So what it basically does is it gives you 5 lines for each category. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't use all 5 lines for each. And let me break it down how I would do it. So for today's goal, I would really have one main goal and just use the 5 lines total to kind of write the sentence out, because it is the lines are small, right? So just kind of, one sentence using all of the lines if needed on what the major goal for today is. And just, this is where I love the SMART goals framework. It's very simple, but it's effective, right? So if you're unfamiliar with SMART goals, specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, time bound, so that you can easily cross this off at the end of the list. Was this accomplished? Okay. Then from there, your schedule. Now, obviously, you don't have enough space to write down your entire schedule. And most people who are starting out with planning aren't writing their entire schedule. Even when I was using hourly inserts where they would say like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., I wasn't writing something for every line. I was only writing things in when I had either a meeting or a very important due date or deadline. So here you have space to just write down those important meetings or deadlines that you need to memorize or keep at the top of your mind. And then you have your priority section. I would treat this like a to-do list. And what I love about this is that it actually forces you to be realistic about what can get done today. Because most of us who have lists of 15 to 20 things to do in a day know that we never really get through those lists. 90% of the time, there is always something left that gets carried over into the next day. And that is part of why the list is so long. So really, I prefer only having a big 3, like the 3 things that must get done today no matter what. Here you have a big 5, the 5 things that must get done today no matter what. And normally I have like a 3-category system to my to-do list. It's the must get done, like what has to happen today, non-negotiable. What would be the nice to get done, which is, hey, this isn't due today, but it'd be great if you can get ahead of the game and get it done. And then the can't wait section, like this is you just zoom through everything and now you got time to kill. Now you can get to this other stuff. So that is how I approach my to-do list. So here, before you start getting into how I do it, I would recommend going with your top 3 to 5 things that need to get done. Projects, tasks, phone calls that need to be made. What are the things that have to get done? And again, set a timer that should take you 5 minutes or less to plan for the day. Or if you are a weekly planner like me, you sit down on a Sunday night or Monday morning and you map out your full week, then you can get this done in about a half hour. Then at the end of the week, it gives you a section to, again, map out, or not at the end of the week, at the beginning of the week, you can map out what this week's major goal is, the reward if achieved. And again, it should be connecting to your monthly goal as well as your 1-year goal, and then just any work you have upcoming for the week. So this is a really great way to have a holistic view of your week, but in a very simplistic way that doesn't take up a ton of your time or your money, and allows you to build your planning habit. So if you would actually like more tips and you want a deeper dive into how to get started with planning and planning tips, let me know down in the comments. I am happy to bring that video to you in December. I need some video ideas anyway, because I am trying to do Vlogmas this year. So we will see about that. Again, I will have the link to this planner in the description box, and I will probably add it to my Amazon storefront as well if you want to check it out. Again, it is 50% off for Cyber Monday. But with that, thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video.